Okay, I need to stop making so many videos without posting them because I'm just accumulating a whole bunch of videos without posting them. But let's just rock real quick. Let's just get this. I'm doing a post markup and I'm just trying to see what I missed this week, how price actually played out. So look at this consolidations here. This runs all these lows here. So this is high resistance. So price may need a few. This is high resistance ranges like this is where double tops form. Okay, again, this took this high, boom. This took this high, starts distributing. Consolidation, so we can expect consolidation. So consolidation at a previous area of consolidation. A lot of sentiment from this range to this range. This is 50%. So we didn't tap right into 50% there. From this range to this range, we are at 50%. So 50% is another area where you can expect consolidation. So price consolidated, ended the week in consolidation. The weekly open goes higher, induces bulls, runs them out, induces sellers because they see these. You got trend line traders here. Boom. And they see this displacement candle. Runs out these buyers from Friday, New York session. This is a difficult area because it can go down here because these are equal bottoms. And it runs this high. See? Again, we create low resistance highs where and a high resistance range. Price runs it out, then we consolidate, then we run higher, inducing buyers, running out sellers here. We're into 50% of this range. There's no fair value gap here besides here. It's just so this is weak. So we're not seeing this as buying yet. Price starts trading lower. We consolidate on top of this. We're building up sentiment. So breakout artists, resistance turn support. But look at here. We run out this high. Bodies are not closing. CVD is off. So cumulative volume delta is going higher while price is going lower. So we have a divergence. We run out this high. Then again, we got a swing high. We trade lower. We expand lower. Bodies do not close. Again, it starts distributing lower. Now here we do have like this trend line thing happening, this like channel where people would have been seeing it like this. This probably squeezed them out though. Then we trade lower, run out these swing lows, and now we're in a high resistance range, so we can expect for price to do something like this. Thursday does not run lower. Trades higher, runs out this high, and now we're distributing lower. I would like to look for a sell to run out these swing lows. The reason why I really wanted to make this video though is look at this line chart. Line chart took away the distraction of the wicks and the back and forth action, and you can see even here the bodies of us distributing lower. And then look at we run out equal lows with the bodies here. We have equal lows here with the bodies, so we can expect for price to come back down. I mean, we did run out this That's why I just start this low right here. Ran out equal lows, starts distributing higher. Look at that, and boom. Runs out this low, distributes higher. Run out this high. Now we're distributing lower, equal low resistance lows. Just start expanding lower, equal highs. Price runs, you distribute lower. Let's take this away. We run a high. Look at how fast, I noticed that, how fast price ran this consolidation into this range. We run swing high, we start expanding lower. This would have, even though this didn't go lower, I think the odds on this trade taking a sell. Once this happens, move the stop here because you got low resistance liquidity. So even though I would have lost, and actually think I did lose, I would have lowered my loss percentage or amount by moving the stop here and saying the odds are not in my favor because now we have like this trend line. And in actuality, from a body's perspective, we have this trend line. So look at this. Price runs out the bodies. That's all I needed to do. It didn't need to run out the wick. Trade back lower. We run out this high. I love seeing this. So we have a consolidation below a high. Consolidation manipulation, so we could expect some expansion. And I love when it creates a swing high, inducing sellers before it runs lower. I mean higher. To me, that is showing like, okay, now to me, that's a great reversal sign. Breaker, price trades into it. We start distributing lower. Now we got low resistance highs right here, at least body-wise. We distributed here. Price runs out the swing. Lows. And we got low resistance lows right here. So I would like to take a trade. And we got inducement right here, right? Swing high, swing high. We got these low resistance highs right here. This is a breaker because on the wick side, high, low, higher, high, then we start distributing lower. So go back to the line chart. And we got this. We're inducing low resistance highs, low resistance highs. So at least trading into this fair value gap breaker, scalping smaller time frame. And then boom, now we're distributing lower. We got low resistance lows right here. And look at all this. Price might want to rebalance from here to here. 50% is right below this low, right where this swing is. We got this inefficiency. So that's the way I'm looking at Mr. Euro, Mr. FIBA. Let's look at Nasdaq. Consolidation, manipulation, we start distributing lower. So this is going to be a high resistance range. This is a high resistance range right here. So high resistance range. Let's see how validated this is. Every time we see a high resistance range, it would take price has more difficulty running that. So it creates some type of swing in close proximity. That's where it creates the low resistance highs. Let's see if that keeps tending to be accurate. We have this huge speed lower and then immediately start trading higher. We run out this low. Boom. Look at these trend line. Boom. Broken. Look at we induced right there. The trend line traders right there. We break it, trade back. Trade higher. We consolidate on top of this new week opening gap. We distribute lower into this breaker. High, low. Sorry. Low, high, lower low, higher high. Breaker. Trades consolidates. We create some type of channel. So now we got these channel breakout traders. They're looking for buys all in this. Price gives them a little bit of action and then displaces with speed, runs them out, balances out inefficiency into this breaker, and then we start distributing higher. What day did that happen on? Thursday. And so let's look at this week's news and see how price used the news for this. So we had Tuesday, Jolt's job opening at 10 o'clock. Tuesday, we got Monday. Monday, we basically consolidated below the weekly open. Tuesday, when we trade above, we run out these lows. So now this is the range, 50% right here. This would have been a good area to buy. Tuesday, trades lower, 8 a.m. So New York session creates a reversal. We trade above the new week opening gap, use it as a stepping stone. Now we got low resistance highs, also a consolidation. Price, is that 10 o'clock? Where's the 10 o'clock? Let's look at the candle. 1 p.m., 10 o'clock. So we use the 10 o'clock news to expand towards these swing highs. And then we induce them one more time. So we go deep back into this range. And this is a solid range. Why? We run out a swing low. Swing lows to be exact, and nice little inducement, right? So we have this speed, price trades higher. This is a consolidation candle on the lower time frame. So we consolidate. So now we're inducing buyers. We run with speed. I like that bold candle. We go into a balanced price range. A balanced price range is what? Is we got this. Oh, let me take away these lines. There's too much lines. A balanced price range. We got a bearish fair value gap, single bearish candle, and then we have consecutive bullish candles. So we have sell side and then buy side, and it created a fair value gap in there. Look at the bodies, respect that. So that would have been a good indication that price wants to go higher. But this is nice because if we go back to the line chart, we could see that they're inducing buyers. Look at low resistance lows right here, and then we have inducement. Where? Right here. And if we go right here, this low, look at that. We induce, and then we displace lower with speed, running them out fast. And this was, let's see what happened on Wednesday. Wednesday, 10 o'clock, no, 8:30 GDP. So that was very important. And that's the news that they use to run out. Then 10 a.m. we have news. So they use 8:30 GDP news to run out buyers. And then they use the 10 o'clock core PCE price index news to start running out the sellers. And then let's look at the trend line right here, right? We got two swing highs. Let's see what the candle wicks look like here in this area, because this would be an area of a lot of sentiment. Then Thursday happens. Thursday we had PMI news and unemployment. So big news at 8:30 and then 10 o'clock. Interesting. So we use 8:30 news to run out these what? Low resistance lows. Whoops, what the hell? Boom. And then I'm gonna need to see the candle now. So 8 o'clock starts, yet the news starts the distributing lower. We tap into the discount of this new week opening gap. We actually gap up higher, showing intent. Displaces higher, runs out the sellers from 8 a.m. back up into this new week opening gap, and then the bodies start respecting the medium threshold, showing at 11 o'clock. So we can start seeing that this might be the high of the day. Why? Is because we consolidated in here and we can expect some type of manipulation. Consolidation, fake out, manipulation. Price didn't create no fair value gap, immediately comes back into the range. Okay, so that means, and we just had this extreme expansion higher. A lot of sentiment. We run out April sellers. We displace lower. 50% would be around here. We trade around the 75% into this fair value gap here. Price immediately displaces higher, giving us that now prices might be intending to keep going higher, low resistance highs, and then price starts distributing higher. Here's where I'm at. Okay, right here. Yep, so this is an area of sentiment, right? And look at this candle at 2 p.m. We induce sellers. Now we have all these highs. And then 3 p.m. comes and then it displaces higher with that type of speed and volume. And I love how CBD does not make this lower low. Look at that. It's going higher. So somebody's buying in this. Matter of fact, if we use this, see how much buying is happening here. 51,000. Okay. 13,000. So somebody saw this. Where we're at buying, right? Let's see the biggest move of a buy. This week, yeah? Or this one. Look at this candle. Let's see how much buying happened in this candle. 98,000. Okay. That makes sense. Where's another one? This one. It's a huge one. Let's see. Oh, 110,000. Okay. I'm trying to get a comparison here. This one, buy bombs, 76,000, 2 p.m. Oh, I gotta match the time. A lot of buying happened in this selling candle. 97,000. We go higher. 15,000. Price continues to go lower. One candle. 1, 2. I just find this interesting that we have 51,000 buyers in this huge displacement candle. And then 104,000 here. So the buying is increasing as this happens. Now, if we're buying, that means they're selling back their positions. So selling volume should be like amplified, not only with the retail traders seeing this like displacing lower and selling into the momentum. But the buyers having to sell back their positions. And we have, so to me, this looks a little suspicious that there's 51,000 and then it increases to 104,000. Where is this candle at? 191,000. So yeah, so consolidation, manipulation, then we start distributing higher. We consolidate within the new week opening gap. Price is creating this like triangle thing. Look at this as it descends lower. If we look at the line chart, see, these are in close proximity. Price need to creates a couple swings, and then it breaks what? This high resistance range. Let's keep looking at this. Price breaks this swing. Price creates a swing high, close proximity. Oh, this one was close. We break a swing high, and then price has to create what? A swing in close proximity. So if that's the case, my odds automatically increase buying and selling in ranges where there's already high resistance. The hard part depends on how you look at it, right? Because we run out this swing high right here. We create another swing high. Yeah, you don't win them all, but that's still, look at it, still has some form of creating low resistance. And now we have all these swing highs. And the cool thing about this type of trading, I find, is then you can work both sides of the ranges because we have this swing high. Look at that. We break it, and then what? We create a swing high in proximity. Now, at the same time, you can see buying. Why? We have consolidation, manipulation, price breaks the consolidation. Now we're in this range. So we also can see it like this. And then we look at the 50%. 50% is here. We create swing low above. So this could possibly be inducement, consolidation, expansion. We break lower, breaker. This would be a good selling point into the 50% right here, even into this new week opening gap. Let's see if there's a balanced price range there. And the balanced price range is here. Let me not use that line. Look at that. Boom, right here. He even taps. Look at the on the medium threshold. Medium threshold. There's gap right here. Also, we're consolidating around here. So there's a lot of, we got gap right here, balanced price range. But look at that. Price trades lower. And then immediately 1, 2, 3 changes state to delivery. Now that's showing that this is most likely manipulation, right? But here's the catch. Here's the cool thing. Even though we could see this as manipulation with these low resistance highs, we can still sell as in scalping on the lower time frame here because with the body with the wicks, it's high resistance. So we can expect for price to create some type of swing high depending on the time, which is at 3 p.m. where price is closing. 9 a.m. made the high, so we can expect that this to be the high today. We go to the medium threshold or constant encroachment, sorry, of this wick. Does it go to the T? What's that level? 19,581. What's the high of this candle? 19,579. So no, let's make sure. 19,581. So it goes close to it. A few ticks off. We create the high of the day. So let's actually look at this real quick. This is how I like to study. Let's go to that was the 3 p.m. We got low resistance. So we got right here, low resistance swing highs at the medium threshold of this April 27th gap. I haven't done something like this in a long time. Okay, let's see how we would have mapped this out. This would be fun. Let's take all these lines out. This is all we need right here. We don't need this. Okay, ready? We'll mark up this fair value gap. Boom. I like to make it vertical. Then we have this one. This fair value gap, balanced price range now, right? Buy side, then sell side. Happened at this low. So we make that balanced price range. Boom, bam. And let's see how price starts distributing up here. We're going to wait till 3 o'clock for a sell. We got 259. Okay. We're consolidating. We're expanding. First stage. All right, we expand. We trade above the fair value gap. We use it as support. Price stays in the premium. We're expanding away. That's a first consolidation or accumulation. We got a second one happening right below a new week opening gap. 331. We wait for time. We got swing highs up here. think I've actually made money on this trade. We got a swing two swing lows, low resistance lows. Price runs it, but gets buyers in. I would have lost money here. Definitely. 335. Yeah, I would have lost money here. Oh, we tapped right into the gap right here. So as soon as we tap into the gap, that's when the odds get lowered, but we could still be looking for something like that. So I think I would have probably lost in this range. I like the 5-second chart. Let's look at this real quick. 5-second. Yeah, I would have lost 100% because this is beautiful. Consolidation, manipulation. We run this out, change the state of delivery at that gap. Price runs lower one more time. Yeah, but we got this right here. So if we could get a close above here, I would have been looking for a trade up in here. Honestly, I fuck with that to be honest. Boom. Take that. Volume imbalances, so price could come back down here. We got this volume imbalance, but now it's already balanced. We got sell side print and then buy side print. This one is missing buy side. So be careful of that. And then the odds, I'm not liking the odds unless we go for that 2-to-1 right there. And the time, I'm not a fan of the time right now, but let's just see how it would have really played out. We're consolidating 339, 340 candle. Let's see, we're consolidating. We get some expansion, but it's not, it's weak. So if I saw this, I would have done price projection, boom. 2 is right where my low is. 1.5 right here, or a half of this range. Let's see where price goes, but it's not looking good for my stop. There we go. Actually, if I saw something like that, to be honest with you, that's the same thing. Consolidation, manipulation lower, change of state of delivery. I would hit this up like this. Honestly, this the way it's expanding. Something like that. There's a lower, there's bottom imbalance. Again, the time is the risky thing. I actually like the fact that I could take a 1.5 before this take profit hits too. See, now it's like, where do I move my stop? But we'll just let it play. Let's look at the next candle. So we have consolidation. Now we're expecting this to be the manipulation and price starts distributing higher. Once price runs out this high, then it's when the odds start going out of my favor. Let's look at price projection from here to here. Would be right around here above the swing. So that's where the odds start lowering out. Let's see. We also have a volume imbalance right there. Look at where the swing highs form. Let's look at that candle, which is the high of this candle, swing high, is 19,520.75. And then the okay, what is this one? 19,521. 19,520.75. Nope. Just a few ticks off. Whoops, boom. The reason why too is we have one right here. Look at the bodies on that one. There's a lot of volume imbalances here. So price actually hits the volume imbalance right here, and we get a little expansion away. Now, to be honest, should I break even this one? Nah. Yeah, just in case. It's a protected range. Fuck it. Lower the risk on this one. So now this one is risk free. This is a 2-to-1. We have this candle. We run out the swing low. So we know around this 2.5 is a 1.5. All right. Around here. This range looks basura. There's no fair value gaps. We run these lows, low resistance lows with speed. And then we expand away. So we'll go back to this. Now this trade is risk free. 2.25. So there we go. We got our 1.5, and let's see if we can get another 2%. So now we got that 5-minute candle open, a small little consolidation, but we're leaving it consolidation. So we want to start seeing distribution. Let's take that away. So now that we have the consolidation, we have this speed candle, which manipulates lower, runs out low resistance lows, and price accumulates and starts distributing higher. Now that this next 5-minute candle is open, we're looking for it to not close below this volume imbalance from here, because look at all this. We want to start seeing it distribute higher and running out these equal highs from above right here. And so let's see how price works out. Maybe it may or not. The consolidation, we have this speed candle, which manipulates lower, runs out low resistance lows, and price accumulates and starts distributing higher. Now that this next 5-minute candle is open, we're looking for it to not close below this volume imbalance from here. All right, let's see. Dang, we don't get that 2-to-1. We still have that entry right around here. So let's see. I want to see how to move that something right here. Nah, we keep it. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? Consolidation, then we get an expansion. Price did close below, but we immediately trade back into it. Consolidated and went higher. Look at all this. We want to start seeing it distribute higher and running out these equal highs from above right here. And so let's see how price works out. Maybe it may. So now that we have the consolidation, we have this speed candle, which manipulates lower, runs out low resistance lows, and price accumulates and starts distributing higher.